up, witches? I'm Taylar.
And I'm Amber.
And this is Waking Up the Witch.
We're your neighborhood witches, and each week we get together and talk about all things witchy.
We're two curious ladies trying to understand the human experience, but while we do that, we think it's important to honor the people that lived here before us and honor the cultures and traditions that we're being inspired by.
This podcast is about waking up the witch, which means we are learning and growing every day. That being said, we're always open to feedback on how we can do better.
Now, let's go, ghouls. Hi.
Hello, my love.
How are you?
So tired.
Why are you so tired?
Because we fucking partied last night.
Christmas party.
It was Mark's Christmas party, and so fucking glad that you and Kurt came.
Yeah, me too. I almost did it, but I'm glad that we went out.
It was so fun. I had such a good time. We drank a lot of wine.
Yes.
And then we went out afterwards, and I sang a little karaoke song.
Yeah, Kurt was like, I had no idea she could sing.
Oh,
It's like, me either.
I'm surprised I got to sing so quickly when we walked in there.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't even know what it was late. I think it was like midnight when we got there. And I was just like, oh yeah, it's karaoke night. I was like, I'm gonna put my name in. Can I sing the song? And he was calling people, and whoever was up next wasn't coming. And then the person after that, they weren't coming either. He's like, are you ready to go now? I was like, oh
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
I was like listening, and then I was like at the bar kind of dancing to it. And then Kurt was like, that's your friend. I was like, oh, sure is.
I love karaoke.
Yeah,
It's
me
so
too.
fun.
I know. I went right up there and I was like, oh, can I put my name in? He was like, no. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it
Cool.
was late. I didn't realize how late it was because they were only doing it for like another hour. I'm surprised I even got to go at all.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
I'm also tired, so bear with us today. We're just going to be a little laid back.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome to the laid back.
The rest of your week?
It was really good. It felt really busy. Our interview from last week with Jess was so lovely, and I feel like I was just kind of like carrying that energy through most of the week, and just, yeah, I don't know, feeling gratitude for being able to talk to amazing people about their stories and just hold that space. It just makes me really happy, and I've been so excited to like lead up to recording again today with you. Oh, I just saw something out of the corner of my eye. Woo, hello, Richard.
Sir.
And then I had my monthly body code session, which was so good, like really needed, after just, all the emotions that came up with my old friend. We focused really heavily on clearing away some more stuff with that, and that felt amazing, super powerful. And then, we do this really fun December holiday tradition in our house where we call it Home Alone night, and we watch Home Alone, and we order pizza and make ice cream sundaes. And so we did that on Friday, which is just one of my favorite traditions. I get so excited about it. It's just something we've created in the past couple of years.
I love that.
And then, the holiday party last night. So helping him get set up with that. I spent a lot of time this week getting the office party ready, and we had to go to Costco and do all the shopping and stuff. So pretty busy. Went by really fast. And I'm about to drive to Portland tomorrow to complete my Reiki training. I'm getting Reiki teacher certified and Reiki drumming certified this week.
So
I'm
good.
so happy and excited.
That'll be really refreshing and grounding.
Yeah, it'll be so nice to complete that. It's been like a work in progress, and something, thanks 2020, basically. But I'm so fucking grateful because my original teacher, who I've done all my training with from Fort Collins, I've been trying to like connect with her to like figure out a way we could do it, and she has friends out in Portland and is making a little trip for herself.
Oh,
She's coming to Portland, flying to Portland so that we can, I mean, she's going to have a vacation too, but so that we can do my training.
wow, that's amazing.
It's so
I
awesome.
didn't
I'm
know
like,
that.
I didn't tell you that? Oh my
Mm-mm.
gosh. I'm like,
Perfect alignment.
yeah, I can't believe it's actually happening. I have so much gratitude for her and to be able to do my training with her because she is just a magic lady. She's transformed me in so many ways, and I just feel so blessed that this is all aligning. So yeah, I'm super stoked about that. How was your week?
I don't know.
What'd you do?
I've been like battling I just like extreme fatigue, and I don't know if I'm having like long COVID symptoms
Mm-hmm.
or what. I actually, after the holidays, I'm gonna have an appointment with Holly and
Oh, so nice.
try to get some type of treatment plan. Because at first I thought like maybe I'm just fighting off some kind of sickness, but it's been
Mm-hmm.
going on for like weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But also like kind of hurt too, so maybe it is something like I know there's a lot of things going on, and I used to get sick like all the fucking time, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not anymore. And so maybe it is just my immune system like going to bat for me, and I just need a lot of rest. But
I think it's also like winter time, the daylight savings change. Like I've been sleeping so much more than I am used to. And then, it gets dark really early. And then I'm like, okay, 7 o'clock, let's go to bed.
yeah, it's just been hard on me like mentally because I have all of these things that I want to get done, and I'm just like so like fatigued and
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily burnt out, but just like I don't know. It's hard. And then I'm like hard on myself because of it.
Yeah.
So and I'm so anxious today. Like I feel like I could
Mm,
rip my fucking skin off.
I'm sorry.
But
I
yeah.
feel like the drinking, like not just having 2 or 3 glasses of wine, but like having a good time.
Mhm.
That always
Comes with
affects me. Yeah.
comes with
I
some
I always get that. What did you call it today? The
anxiety.
anxiety. Yeah, that happens.
Well, it's crazy because it's like, they say that your gut is like in control of a lot of your brain
Oh,
stuff,
totally.
and I can feel it in my gut, and I
Mhm.
like for sure know that that's a part of it.
For sure.
And yeah, so just trying to this will be good just to get kind of grounded and
Yeah, I
feel
feel
better.
um I mean, doing this podcast always seems to do that for us
Yeah.
each week, which feels really nice. Maybe unless you have other stuff about your week, but that feels like a good segue
Yeah.
into our grounding breath.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. You
Maybe I
guide us
should.
tonight.
Okay. All right. I just want you to take a minute to close your eyes if you can, or soften your gaze. And we're going to take 3 grounding breaths. So we're going to breathe in and out. All right. And we're going to take another deep breath in. And when you exhale, try to get any stuck energy out with that breath. So we'll breathe in and out. Okay, and at the last final breath, we're going to hold it at the top for a couple of seconds. So take a deep breath in, pause, and release. At this time, I would like to call in my higher self and Amber's higher self. I'd like to call in our guides and ancestors. Today, my intention with Amber is to share some knowledge with everyone that can help us help the collective in furthering their spiritual and emotional growth and well-being. And whatever comes forward, meant to come forward for the higher good of all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, cowboy.
That feels so much better.
Okay. I think that I want to pull tarot first.
Yeah.
And then we can pull from the chakra deck at the end.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
I love this.
So I got a new deck, and I think I've seen some creators on TikTok use it. It is like a learning deck, and so it has just a bunch of good stuff in it. The packaging just says like the learning tarot cards. The side says, "Dear future, I'm ready." And the other side says, "Dear past, thank you for the lessons."
Oh, I love that.
True that, bitch. Yeah, there's a little card that has like all the planets and charts and the planet chart. And like what each planet represents. So like the sun is conscious mind and ego, Mercury is communication, and then it has all of the zodiac signs.
So helpful.
And then there was a chakra card. Sweet.
Oh, there it is.
And I will actually take some pictures of this and post it all on our Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do feel a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, just this box, just it saying like, "Dear past, thanks for all the lessons," like just made me feel so much less anxious for some reason.
I love that.
Today we're gonna dive into just the basics of chakras, where they are, what they represent, and how to balance them.
Yeah.
And recognize if they are imbalanced, and just what the fuck is a chakra.
Yeah, what the hell is a chakra?
Yeah. So I'm gonna shuffle these cards. Whoa.
Hello.
Okay. All right. So here, well, that card says anxiety. We've got the Four of Swords. We've got the Eight of Swords. The Four of Swords is reversed. Eight of Swords. Page of Swords. Lots of fucking swords happening reversed.
Lots of mental stuff happening.
And then Ten of Cups, which has been coming up a ton.
I love the Ten of Cups.
Yeah, it's been coming up in like every TikTok reading that I've read. These cards are cool because it kind of gives you like a little briefing on what the card means, and then you can kind of figure that out.
I love it. It has like the original Rider-Waite, like art. Artwork. Like there's like a picture of the card in the card, basically, and then it has like which planet represents that card and
a yes chakra. Or no. Yeah, chakra.
And then the description both for upright position and reverse position.
So the what is that? It's not a 4. I lied. It's a 9.
That is a 9. Okay, that's whenever in doubt too, you can count the
swords. That's why I knew it wasn't a 4. Okay, so at the 9 of Swords reversed, light at the end of the tunnel, recovery, improving, letting go of negativity and stress. The 8 of Swords, feeling trapped, restricted, backed into a corner, hands tied, victimized, helpless, powerless. The Page of Swords reversed, suspicion, problems, hypocrisy, someone who's unconcerned with the feelings of others. So then the 10 of Cups is like the happiness, the family, reunion, homecoming, marriage, relationships, stability. So I'm hearing you may feel like you're in a position where you feel trapped or you can't get out of it or you don't know how. But I think that you are figuring that out. Whatever whatever thing you're trapped in is causing a lot of problems for you and I think other people. I have a feeling you're not being honest with yourself. But if you can get through this, then there is light at the end of the tunnel and the outcome is your full cup.
Yeah.
Being happy, overcoming whatever this situation that you find yourself in, and finding balance again. I'm feeling very unbalanced in this reading. And that if you can listen to your gut and honor yourself and your emotions, that you will get this 10 of Cups. You just have to like pull yourself out of whatever situation you're in. And then we also have at the underneath the Page of Pentacles, which it kind of is this. It's pretty similar to the Swords. It's like ignoring your problems.
Just like trying to bypass the situation, but you're like trapping yourself basically because you're not dealing with
whatever's going on. But you need to try. You got the Page of Cups. You need to trust your intuition here. A lot of okay. We're talking about chakras. The root chakra keeps coming up too, so I'm feeling like you're very ungrounded. So you really need to come back to yourself, listen to your intuition, ground yourself, and that will give you all of the information that you need to get out of whatever dark hole that you're in, whether it be job, relationship, family. Like something here is definitely out of balance. And we can tell you how to rebalance and ground yourself again today.
I'm also having like the only way through is forward, like
tunnel light at the end.
Like it's coming through right now of like whatever this is, it may not even be current. It's like something. Oh yeah, chills. It's not even like currently necessarily happening, but your mind is like playing tricks on you and kind of keeping you in the situation, like reliving it over and over and over again. Like, should have done this, should have done that. You know, this would have made this situation better, this outcome better. So you're kind of like tormenting yourself by not releasing the past in that situation.
And thanking the past you for the lessons.
Oh, so many chills. Yeah, and like you have to move forward, and the only way is to move forward. You can't go backwards. You can't be sitting there.
Judgment here too. You've got to self-evaluate and make some decisions, whether that decision be to stop living in the past and bring yourself forward. Yeah.
I think you need to journal. Like if this is resonating with you, if you feel like we're talking right to you.
And maybe, like the anxiety, restriction that's coming up here is a lot, of living in the past. I really agree with that for sure.
Yeah, just do what is it called? Like the morning pages journaling technique where you just journal, let whatever's coming through your mind just like free flow. Don't judge. Don't worry about misspellings. Don't worry about like whatever it is you're writing out. You don't even have to, you sent me a TikTok a while ago. Like, you
I
don't even have
love
to
that.
actually write out words. You can just like,
Scribble.
using your hand with a pen and paper and just like going, just scribbling, but speaking out whatever is in your mind and being able to release all of that chatter is going to help give you clear focus on what you need to do to be able to move forward. Do that for like 3 pages straight without stopping.
Basically, every card that's coming up is just really adding to this. Like, there's just more and more of like lack and loss and judgment. So just like stop judging yourself. Realize that judging others is just a mirror to whatever shadow of yourself that you're not dealing with.
Ma'am.
And yeah, go to therapy. That's what I recommend.
That's beautiful. I really like those cards. I'm excited to
me too.
see how they help you develop and just do little daily reads with them.
I like an oracle
Such
deck,
a good idea.
but I'm just really, really drawn to tarot.
Yeah.
And like how the reason I like it is I just feel like it forces you to be insightful with yourself and like really look in, and even if you don't resonate with the card at first, like figuring out what other things that could mean for you and how that could come up.
I think too, like tarot is always just kind of like very forward, like straight to the point, no bullshit.
So honest.
Yeah, like I have one deck that I work with now, and like only that deck, and it is just always right. It's always spot on, and it's always just like to the point.
Sometimes I think for a while I was like struggling mentally and like maybe ignoring some of my problems, so I stopped pulling tarot because I was like, it's too honest.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like dealing with it right
like
now.
a slap in the face sometimes.
Yeah, I have one deck that's just like so bitchy.
I love that about tarot.
I'm like, they don't like you anymore. We're good. Cool.
Amber. Well, thank you for that reading. That's lovely.
I hope it resonated with somebody. If it did, you should
let us know.
Let us know.
Slide into our DMs or our Gmail, or
leave a comment on Instagram or whatever.
Or, like a nice, beautiful Apple Podcast review. We got our first review.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Wark Meaver.
Maybe we could create like some kind of community, like a Facebook page or something where everybody could get together and like chat and share memes. And
let's do it. Who's down? Like, come on, besties out there in the world.
That'd be fun.
I only use Facebook for groups anymore anyways. I don't want to scroll and any of that shit.
Yeah. Listen to your grandma bitch about.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
No joke.
Hey, Amber.
So, hi.
What's a chakra?
So, a chakra. Welcome to our episode today about chakras. So a chakra basically is an energy center. Chakra means wheel. That we have several of them all over our body, but typically most of us are familiar with or have seen the 7 main classic chakras. So each of them have a different color that's associated with them, and they have a different location on the body following up the spine. And basically these are like this is where life force energy gathers in each of these chakra points throughout our bodies. And
a healthy chakra is spinning?
Yes. Spinning, and it's not just spinning in one direction. Like each of them have a different rotation, and they kind of work together like gears.
I love
that. Working to move each other. So, and they're different too, in my research anyways, for like feminine energy and masculine energy, they will go in a certain direction. But it's like keeping them going by working together when they're in alignment. So that's healthy chakras. They're all straight up and down and working together to keep the flow of energy in your body flowing.
Yeah. So you have 7 main chakras.
Yeah. And those are going to be the ones that we discuss here.
Mm-hmm.
We're all about the basic beginnings of waking up. So we just want to talk about what they are and where they're located, kind of give you just like a brief overview and what they represent, signs of imbalances, and different ways that you can help balance them on your own.
This could be another episode where you want to maybe write some stuff down if you're feeling called to. There's a lot of good information. We're going to try to keep it just fun and simple and not anything too overwhelming. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, let's start with the first chakra, your root chakra.
Right. So all of the chakras are also associated with a color.
Mm-hmm.
The root chakra is associated with the color red. It goes like a little rainbow.
Yes.
Up. It's located at the base of the spine.
Like your tailbone.
Yeah. It's associated with physical identity, self-preservation, and survival. The ways that you can tell that your root chakra is imbalanced could be this could show up as like an eating disorder, excessive negativity, delusions, and I just want to add like just not feeling grounded is like definitely another one. You can ground yourself and rebalance your root chakra by any kind of physical activity, exercise. Yeah, get your body moving. Yoga.
Dancing.
Yoga, meditation, get in nature.
Earthing, which is basically like connecting your body to the earth. So like
hug a tree.
walking barefoot.
Yeah, really just like I kind of think of the root chakra as like, don't they say like envision like roots coming out of you and like going down into the ground?
That's how, yeah, every time like, so as a Reiki practitioner, this chakra work is like a big part of that and getting things aligned and balanced again. And that's just how I always visualize it. I don't know.
Well, and in yoga and classes and stuff too.
Yeah. Just like picturing yourself as a tree in that sense, and like roots coming and growing out through you and connecting to the earth and feeling supported and secure. Like I think the root chakra is really about that security, and feeling like you are able to survive.
And maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, but like grounding into the human experience. Like we get all the way up to the crown, and that's like your connection to like outside of yourself. But like when you come down to the root, like that's like really rooting in the human experience.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely.
So there are crystals that are associated with each chakra, and then food and herbs and aromatherapy.
Yeah, and these are different things that you can use, different tools that are around you every day that you can use if you're finding that you have imbalances in a certain chakra. We figure we give you some ideas to be able to get yourself balanced again.
Right. I want to keep it like very simple by saying, so we'll tell you some stuff, but if you forget, try to think of what color that is, and then grab that crystal for that color. So like all red gemstones, especially ruby, bloodstone, jasper, smoky quartz. And then for the food and herbs, so we're thinking like grounding, and to me that's like root vegetables. So and like things that come from the actual ground.
Yeah.
So burdock root, carrot, and then also red foods. So cherries, strawberries, stuff like that. But we got like onions and parsnips and ginger. Like
I also think like fiery too. I don't know why. Maybe because the red. But yeah, it is like a lot of things that are going to ignite like fire within your body to
Right.
help move your blood and help energy move.
Absolutely. And then so like oils that you could diffuse, angelica root, cinnamon, frankincense, ginger, patchouli, myrrh, nutmeg, whatever. Um, the affirmation that is associated with the root chakra is I have, and the signs are Aquarius and Capricorn.
It's so fun. And then there's also, so I have this really cool, I'll take a picture of it. We'll put it
I took a bunch of pictures.
on Instagram. But it's like this little info pamphlet, but it's like, I don't know, it's kind of big. Pretty cool. And it's all about, it's like a chakra guide. And so there's tons of cool information in here, which is something like we use today to get inspiration. But on the back, there's a chakra balancing self test. So I figured as we're going along, then I will go ahead and read this to you
Yeah.
so that you could kind of determine now while listening, like if you feel you might have imbalances in the chakra. So for the root chakra, and okay, so if you answer yes, that's an indication that a particular chakra could benefit by doing these balancing things. So here are the things to consider for the root chakra. Do you often feel lonely or disconnected? Do you have long and frequent periods of low energy?
Yes.
That's weird. We were talking about that. Do your legs, feet, and knees often hurt? Yes, so
Yeah.
bad right now. Do you frequently feel insecure?
Yeah.
Do you suffer from eating disorders?
Yes.
Are you excessively negative?
No.
No. So if you answer yes to any of those, then there's a likelihood that you have some imbalance in your root chakra.
Word. Feel that. Love that. Sounds like I got some work to do.
I think too, like before we go further, like it's so normal to have imbalances, and I feel like
Is
you could
anyone
get
ever
balanced.
always balanced?
No,
Yeah.
it's very rare to find that, like unless you are literally meditating and working on
Like a
yourself 24/7.
monk.
Yeah. So don't be hard on yourself as we're talking about this and you find yourself answering yes to any of these
It's just
questions.
another tool, another way to check in
Exactly.
with yourself.
Exactly. This is
Yeah.
just connecting to yourself. And like we all have imbalances all the time. I also, me, someone who helps other people find balance, have imbalances all the time. And so it's, yeah, it's just a tool and it's something to help with self-awareness and
Yes.
self-care, self-healing. This
To
this
check
is why
in.
we want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So before we go further, just wanted to throw that out there.
And before we move off the root, I almost forgot. I wrote down all the elements for each, and like we just said, I mean, what's your best guess at what element that would be?
Earth.
Right.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding. Great job. Your second chakra is the sacral chakra. This is associated with the color orange above your pubic bone and below your navel. So, like your womb area for a woman.
Exactly.
It's associated with expression of desires, enthusiasm, and in creative image, emotions, creativity, sexuality, passion.
Yeah, this is like your pleasure, like so self pleasure, and that could be sexual or not. Like, are
Mm-hmm.
you doing things that bring you joy out in the world? And creativity is a huge one for this too. Like, how are you expressing
Well,
yourself?
I'm also hearing like this is where you're like birthing new
Totally,
ideas. Yeah.
100%. Mm-hmm.
Um, ways to recognize an imbalance in your sacral chakra is tension, inner conflict, sexual problems, and instability. And the way that you could balance that out is just taking care of your emotions and your intimate relationships. This goes back to, I think, that reading as well, is just
Mm-hmm.
like being honest with yourself and others, and just honoring
Yeah, being
that.
able to voice yourself. This is like in in the future of this conversation, but something to note right now is your throat chakra and your sacral chakra are so connected and can work together in such a beautiful, harmonious way to create balance in both, because it is self expression, it is creative expression, it is speaking your truth and being honest and, speaking out about your desires, being honest with yourself, which is really hard to do.
Yeah, and the more you hold that shit in, it just causes
Yeah,
illness and
exactly.
all kinds of crazy stuff.
Exactly.
Um, so we got orange, right? So the crystals that correlate with that are like amber, citrine, fire opal, moonstone, orange, aventurine,
Mm-hmm.
tangerine quartz, topaz, and then foods and herbs, almonds, berries, cinnamon, coriander, fennel, orange, papaya, passion fruit, pumpkin, mango. Lots of fruits for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and sesame seeds and vanilla. Fruits and nuts.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like
Get
for,
yourself some trail mix.
yeah, your sacral. Um, Aromas. You got bergamot, cardamom, chamomile, clary sage, geranium, jasmine, orange patchouli, tangerine, and ylang ylang.
I feel it's very feminine energy, just like
Very
listening to all that too.
fruity,
Mm-hmm.
juicy. Um,
Sensual.
what was the word I was just hearing? Like almost like the fruit, like a way to remind yourself of that is like the fruits of your loins. Because it's like in that
Yeah.
area. Affirmation, I feel.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And then we got some Pisces and Sag energy.
And what was the element on that one?
Water.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense with
How
it
juicy and
being an
everything.
yeah, it's a very emotional center. So, chakra balancing self test for your sacral chakra. Again, if you're answering yes, this could indicate that you have some imbalances and can use our tips to balance them. So, do you feel your general stamina and vitality are low? Do you experience sexual difficulties of any kind? Do you experience constipation and back pain? Do you feel you are ruled by emotions? Do you dislike being touched?
Interesting.
So, if you answer yes to any of those, then try out some of these helpful balancing
I
tips.
also think journaling for this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Figuring out your why of like what's causing
Mm-hmm.
any of this like inner turmoil or like turmoil in your relationships. And therapy. Once again,
Always.
just throwing that out there. Your third chakra is your solar plexus. It's associated with the color yellow, above the navel and navel, above the navel and below the rib cage. This deals with centering the center of your personality, your identity, your ego, your vital energy, and your sense of self and confidence and willpower.
I love the solar plexus. This is like who you are.
Powerhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
So the way to recognize if there's an imbalance would be low self-esteem and an inability to make decisions, anger and anxiety. A easy way to balance this would be healthy diet, eating habits, and rest.
When I am doing Reiki for someone, like the solar plexus is such a beautiful place. And a lot of people have a hard time with like feeling that confidence, or like this chakra is either like perfect for a lot of people, or it's just like really depleted because we get so hard on ourselves, and like, we're in comparison mode, and so then we just don't think that we're good enough. And this is like your sense of power, your sense of self, who you are as a person, how you identify out into the world. And like, it's like, I always envision it like, it is the color yellow, but I always envision it as like this big bright sunshine ray coming out of you, and like, you are sunshine, you are light, you are beautiful. And like, are you dimming your light and like kind of staying kind of cool and quiet over here, or are you like radiating out and like sharing your light with the world? And it's literally like either or, always with the chakra when I'm working with somebody. But I think it's such a beautiful one, and like, you deserve to let your light shine. So just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I fucking love that. So yeah, we got yellow. So think about like crystals that are kind of yellowy, like citrine, imperial topaz, lemon quartz, orange calcite. Correct?
I love orange calcite.
Why?
It's just so beautiful and happy. I have like this gorgeous chunk that I carry around with me all the time. It's always so warm. Like, that was just in my pocket. I wasn't even touching it. It's so warm right now. It's just like joyous and happy.
Someone to look at me. How you look at your orange calcite.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you. Tiger's eye, yellow jasper, foods and herbs, bananas, brown rice, beans, chamomile, cilantro, corn, lemon, oats, peppers, pineapples, quinoa, ginger, turmeric, rosemary. Lots of
I just want to like put all of that and make a meal out of it.
sage and thyme. So lots of like really medicinal, yummy herbs and grains for this one. And then aromas, black pepper. I think that says clove. Caraway, cypress, grapefruit, juniper, lemon, lemongrass, lime, mandarin, rosemary, spearmint. The affirmation for your solar plexus is I can. It's associated with Aries and Scorpio, and the element is fire.
Oh yeah, that totally makes sense. Ray of sunshine. And your chakra balancing self-test for the solar plexus. Your questions are you asserting yourself excessively over others? Do you sometimes manipulate others and misuse your advantages? Do you lack direction and purpose? Do you make plans and then abandon them?
I mean, who doesn't do that?
Sometimes I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because like, this brings up to me, it makes me think of like, our chakras can also be overactive. Like, I think specifically with the throat chakra, like, are you just like being mean and yelling at people and like overusing your voice and your words? Or are you not speaking your truth at all? It could be like this underuse or overuse.
That's why it's balancing.
Exactly. So keeping that in mind with all of the chakras, like,
absolutely,
they do have this dark shadow side to it as well. And it is all about a balancing act.
Okay. So your fourth chakra is your heart chakra.
Yeah, hot space. So your heart chakra, this is located in the center of your chest and your heart space. And the color is green. The heart supports love, compassion, generosity, kindness, caring, and respect for others as well as yourself. Signs of imbalances are feelings of anger, suspicion, troubles breathing, and congestion of the lungs. Ways to balance the heart chakra is practicing forgiveness, kindness, and acceptance. I also think too, like, a lot of times we think about like the love that we express to others and how we're expressing our love, but I also believe that the heart chakra is a place for self-love and how we're treating ourselves, how we're expressing love for ourselves, and that is just as equally as important as love for others. And something too, we'll get into this with the crystals, but uh, in my learnings with chakra work, it can be represented with two crystals here in this space. So, like green, the color green is more for like the love for others, but also color pink. So, like rose quartz is that self love piece in the heart.
Oh.
So, practicing it's one chakra, but practicing it as two different types of love.
Love that.
Yeah. So just putting that little note in there. So crystals that you can use would be aventurine, emerald, jade, malachite, moss agate, and peridot. So the green colors are really going to help you in balancing.
Mm-hmm.
Throw in some rose quartz in there though too. Different foods and herbs that help balance the heart chakra are artichoke, avocado, basil, broccoli, celery, cucumber, green apples, green grapes, kale, kiwi, peas, spinach, and zucchini.
All your greens.
All your greens. When we were studying before, we were both like, that sounds like a good juice.
Yeah, I'll have one of those.
I definitely would love that.
Mm-hmm.
And then different essential oils or aromatherapy you can use to help balance the heart chakra would be angelica, bergamot, cypress, geranium, hyssop, jasmine, lavender, mandarin, melissa, palmarosa, rose absolute, and rosewood.
Mm-hmm.
The heart chakra represents the Taurus and the Libra in astrology.
And astrology.
I love that.
Astrology of the ass.
Ooh. And the affirmation is I love.
Yes, I love that. How to do a balancing self-test for the heart chakra. Do you find it difficult to love or feel loved? Is your capacity for compassion and empathy limited?
Mm.
You cannot forgive someone and are not prepared to accept circumstances. Do you often act with insensitivity?
Mm.
Good one.
I love those the self-test part.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Okay.
So moving on to our throat chakra. I think this is one of my favorites, honestly. The throat chakra, the color that represents the throat is blue or turquoise. And this is obviously located on your throat.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Chakra.
This represents expression, communication, speaking truthfully and compassionately. This is self expression, purpose of life, creativity, and your personal authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
Signs of imbalances of the throat chakra is difficulty with communication and uncontrolled ego. So again, it's like that. Are you speaking out like in not a productive manner? Are you overutilizing that voice, overworking it, and not for the best of the higher good for yourself or anyone else involved? Or are you just not speaking up at all about your needs and your truth? We want that beautiful balance. So, ways to balance the throat chakra: you can sing, humming, listening to music, and nature is just the best healer of
Just
them
like
all.
stimulating that
Mm-hmm.
muscle.
And again, like going back to the sacral chakra, expressing yourself in a creative manner through the voice. I think journaling also works, even if you're not verbally speaking out, or if you are doing that recommended morning pages scribble that we mentioned at the top of the episode.
Or like if you do want to talk it out, but you're not comfortable telling anybody, you can like voice memo stuff.
That's a great suggestion.
Or just talk to your fucking self. Nobody cares. Be weird. Who cares?
I do it all the time. I talk to myself in the mirror.
Oh.
Just have a conversation with yourself.
I talk to myself in the car a lot.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It takes like time to get used to it, especially if you're like doing spells or something, like you want to, and like manifesting, like you want to voice that out loud, and you feel silly at first, but then out there you realize we probably lived in a simulation, so who fucking cares?
I think we need a jar for every time you realize that we're just living in a simulation, and you put $1 into that jar.
And then what? Somebody triples it whenever I fucking am proven right.
I'm just like imagining like that the actual dollar amount is never true to what you think it is, because we live in a simulation, where you put $1 in and actually you put $5 in it or something later when you're counting, like, whoa.
Plot twist.
The Matrix. Okay, back to the throat. We're just expressing our throat chakra.
Yeah. Who gave us a microphone?
We did. Yeah. So crystals you can use: Amazonite, aquamarine, blue calcite, blue opal, blue topaz, lapis lazuli, and turquoise are all really good. And this is coming up, I don't want to forget it, but like when we're talking about using these crystals, you can carry them around in your pocket, and kind of meditate on like using the crystal to help you bring that chakra into balance. You can lay down for a while and place it over the chakra. When I do a Reiki session, I put crystals over the chakras just to help bring them into balance. You can charge like your beverage, like if you have a glass of water, say you have like a mason jar, you have a lid, you can put the crystal on top of the lid of water and it'll charge your water. So then you're drinking water that's been charged with that crystal. So just doing things with intention, as always. Yeah. I figured that would be helpful if we explain how to use the crystals.
Ask you.
It just came through right now. Someone needs to know this.
Yeah.
There's lots of different ways. I will say also anything that ends in ite, so like amazonite, selenite, any crystal that ends in ite is known to have toxicities in them and or like will basically melt. So, some people you'll see like put crystals like in their actual beverage. You've probably seen some of those crystal water bottles and stuff. Just be careful if you're going to do that, and make sure to do your research on what crystals you're using. Some are safe and some are not safe. Yes. So my rule of thumb, I'm sure there's more, but that's the thing that I've learned, and it's probably not just definite, but anything that ends in ite, don't put directly in your water. You can still get the powers of that crystal to infuse, like I was suggesting, by using a mason jar and putting it on top of the lid. That'll charge your water still.
Yeah, that's really good to know. I did not know that.
Yeah, things just coming through. People need to know. Also, I'm not a professional crystal knowledge queen, so don't take my word for it.
Someday when we do our crystal episode.
Don't come at me. This is all just stuff I've learned so far.
Tell it to the Facebook group.
Coming soon. Okay, foods and herbs that are really good to help balance out your throat chakra. Liquid foods like water, fruit juice, and herbal teas are really good. Blue grapes, dragon fruit, kelp, barley, and mushrooms red clover, lemongrass, and peppermint.
Mm-hmm.
And then your essential oils that are good to be used would be allspice, basil, bergamot, chamomile, coriander, cypress, geranium, lavender, peppermint, rosemary, and spearmint. The element, I don't remember if I did the element for heart. If I forgot it, it's air. The element for the throat chakra is space. And the affirmation is I speak. And then the astrological signs associated with the throat chakra are Gemini and Virgo.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Talkers. Okay. Okay. The balancing test. Do you have difficulty with general communication? Do you have problems expressing yourself? Do you have problems listening to others or lack of control over your speech? Do you easily tell lies?
Mm.
Do you speak too loudly or too quietly?
Mm-hmm.
Chakra number 6 is your third eye. The color is indigo. The third eye is between your eyebrows. This has to do with perception, intuition, sixth sense, and inner knowledge. This is your psychic,
Yeah.
like
It's the
spot.
clairvoyance.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you see the stuff, see the world.
How to recognize if you are in balance. You would have headaches, poor eyesight, excessive forgetfulness, and concentration difficulties.
That's me today.
I was like, you can also get that from drinking too much wine.
That all sounds like me right now.
How to balance that out is meditation, sunshine, basking in bright light.
I like that with the sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good idea.
Meditation. I would also say yoga, but it's kind of a form of meditation as well.
Yeah. I think movement's always good to help you get back into balance because you're literally shaking up the energy and moving it out of your body.
Mm-hmm. Crystals are amethyst, azurite, blue quartz, clear quartz, blue sapphire, lapis lazuli, moldavite, rainbow moonstone. Herbs and foods are all the like deeply colored like indigos. So like blackberries, blueberries, raspberries are not blue. Red grapes, red wine, red cabbage, juniper and lavender. Aromas. Angelica root, bay laurel, bergamot, clary sage, cypress, frankincense, juniper, lemon, marjoram, orange, patchouli, rosemary, and vanilla. The affirmation is I see. Astrological sign Cancer Leo. And the element says all elements and light.
Mm-hmm. I feel like what's coming through is just to remind everyone. I know I've said it before, but like we all have the capacity within ourselves to have like we're all fucking psychic. Everybody, everyone's a psychic. We just have like been taught to turn it off, and so if you are curious about connecting with that, know that you have it within you, and it's just about like removing the judgment from yourself, removing the judgment of others, and sitting and getting intentional and like truly connecting with your body, connecting with, your space that you're in, connecting with the earth, connecting with, the higher energies, whatever those are for you, what you believe in.
Try to remove distractions. I feel like the
100%.
main thing is we're so stimulated and distracted nowadays. So it's like turning it off and like
Mm-hmm.
sitting in your body
Go
and
put your
like
phone in the other room.
go put your phone in the oven.
Yeah. I think we've said that before. That's so funny. But seriously, like, you have to remove those distractions. It's such a good point so that you can get quiet with yourself and listen. And,
Mhm.
there's so many different tools out there that you can use to connect with your intuition, but know that, like, this is a part of you. It is a gift we all harness and we all just receive information differently. And so, if you are wanting to connect with that, connect with your third eye and start to figure out and feel into how you're receiving information.
Mhm.
Is it visually? Is it audibly? Is it through feeling? There's so
Knowing.
many different ways.
Um, as far as meditation goes, if you haven't or you feel like you can't, I would start with a 2-minute timer on your
Mm-hmm.
phone.
Yeah, you don't have to do it for very long at all.
Connect to your breath. Try to pay attention to your breath. And if you have a thought come through, just recognize it and then try to like refocus back into
Mm-hmm.
your breath. But it is an exercise. It takes time to build up stamina. Like it, and if you stop doing it regularly, like it's harder to get back
Mm-hmm.
into.
It's a practice.
It is a practice.
Mm-hmm.
So start there, and then after a couple weeks, maybe go to 5 minutes, and then
Yeah.
10. I don't think you need to meditate for more than 15
No,
minutes.
and then
That's
literally it is just sitting intentionally with yourself. Thoughts I don't think ever fully go away. Like,
sometimes I have no thoughts.
that's magic.
Like I'm like, hello.
I don't know that I've ever felt that in my
It's
life, but
like
that's
if
cool for
I'm like
you.
really hungover and I'm sitting on the ground in the shower and I'm like, I think I just exist. There's nothing. Have to like throw. I don't know.
Football down the
Yeah, throw a
brain
stick in
hole.
there. Nothing happening.
um Also, if you need help, like if like sitting silent is just too difficult for you, Insight Timer is a really
Oh,
great
that's
free
what I use.
meditation app. They have paid options as well, but it's like a gigantic library of all
YouTube.
sorts of different meditations, and
Mhm.
anywhere from just like gong sounds and singing bowls to like beautiful music to
Guided.
guided
Mhm.
meditations by hundreds of different practitioners. So it's a really great place, and like anywhere from
Mm.
a minute to an hour or whatever you're looking for.
I found that app probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, and would use it to go to sleep. And
Mm-hmm.
I love the guided meditations to
It's
sleep
like the best sleep.
so
Mm-hmm.
much.
Yeah, that's like one of the best apps out there, like with like a huge selection. If that's overwhelming to you, though,
YouTube.
YouTube's really great, but it's also like a big, vast, open place.
Mm.
So there's another one that's called Oak, OAK,
Mm.
and it's a meditation and breathing app. And it is so basic. There's like 3 options.
Mm.
So for those who get overwhelmed by like, what am I supposed to do? This is so easy. And it has different meditations for like morning, night, midday, and then like different things. And you set the timer on there. And um, there's also a breathing one too. So it's like walks you through like deep breath work, which just helps so much with anxiety and other emotions and such. But that's another one that I definitely recommend that I love. And it's just gentle and easy. And I believe also free. So hopefully that helps.
What's that?
The chakra balancing self test for the third eye. The questions are: do you suffer from nightmares, migraines, or frequent headaches? Are you stuck in the daily grind and have no vision for the future? Do you suffer from excessive fantasies or have no imagination at all? Do you lack creativity and motivation?
Yeah, open your third eye. All right, last chakra. Let's wrap this up. Chakra number 7, the crown chakra. Violet is the color, located at the crown of your head. This is associated with self-realization, absolute unity. This is your connection to like your higher self and source and all of that. How to recognize imbalance with the crown chakra, depression, loss of faith, anxiety, spiritual negotiation, and dissatisfaction with life. A way to bring balance back into this chakra is breath work and yoga. I would also throw meditation back in there. Crystals you can work with are amethyst, apophyllite, clear calcite, clear quartz, diamond, opal, selenite, and spirit quartz. All those like clear crystals, like
Or like
bright.
auric.
Yeah, like bright. Herbs and foods. It really was saying just like pure, unadulterated foods like non-GMO, plant-based, organically grown foods just from the earth. Aromatherapies, cedarwood, frankincense, helichrysum, jasmine, lavender, myrrh, myrtle, neroli, and rose. The affirmation is I know. And there was no
Astrological, association. It just says bliss state.
correct. And then element says emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that was an element.
Yeah, it's really like, I imagine is at the top of your head. And so like anytime I'm doing like a cleansing meditation or like envisioning like this protective bubble or, any sort of thing, like it enters through the top of your crown, this golden energy light.
I imagine it as like a funnel.
Yeah, I see a funnel often when I'm working on people, like just totally open, where it's like, okay, feed me, come on down, like putting in this universal knowledge, like shooting right down into your body, into your physical body through the crown. If I'm doing a cleansing on someone, like in my past life regression, sometimes we have to do a cleansing, and it's like opening the crown chakra and allowing for this like energy to flow through you to pick up all of the stagnant gunk and release it out through the bottoms of your feet. So it's just like, I feel like it's your highest connection. It's your connection to the other side, to your higher self. It's where that knowledge comes through. This is just like your universal knowing space. The chakra balancing self-test for the crown chakra. The questions are, do you feel unhappy and not at peace with yourself? Are you generally cynical about spiritual matters? Do you feel disconnected from your body? Are you obsessively attached to spiritual matters? Would you call yourself closed-minded? Well, yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. So the purpose of all this is like we want all of these chakras to be in balance and working together in harmony. Again, going back to the gears, like working to help the other one move and flow so that energy is like moving through your whole body. And I think too, like when I'm working with somebody and there's imbalances in the chakras, like this imbalances look different depending on what's going on. It could be small and closed off. It could be like super wide open and susceptible to other energies getting in and clogging it up. It could be like it's literally out of alignment, so not going up and down and working like it should. It can be so many different things. And I often envision sometimes too, like envisioning like a river, a flowing creek or something, and you have all the little pebbles and the rocks in the way. And if you put in a big rock, it's going to change how the water flows. And so when we're balancing the chakras and cleansing and clearing them out, it's like removing those pebbles or the rocks that are in the way that's causing the energy to flow out of alignment. And so I always am envisioning that when I'm doing my work.
I love that.
Yeah, so we're just like clearing it away or like moving the pebbles where they need to be to help the flow of the energy.
Do you feel like Reiki is kind of a tool to fast track like balancing your chakras? Obviously you have to put in the work too, but like,
yeah, I mean, I think like I wouldn't call it fast track. I think the fast track is doing the work. It's eating the foods that are helping you to give your body the frequency it needs to align the chakras. It's actually doing those things. That's the fast track. The Reiki is like, I just can't do it myself right now, and I need someone else to come in and help me see. Like, I'm so clogged that I can't understand what's going on or what I need to do. Reiki can certainly help for sure, and a lot of
it
it
helped me a
is
lot.
getting that energy flowing properly. But as a Reiki practitioner, like, I'm simply the conduit for the energy to go through, and like ultimately you are the one doing the work. I'm just helping kind of to reveal the insight that comes through or what could be blocking this or causing these issues, and helping to remove those blockages if anything is getting in the way and fucking shit up. Like, that's part of what I'm doing or being guided to do. But ultimately, you get to do the work. You have to do the work in order to find balance again. And it's an everyday thing. Life happens, things happen to you that are going to create imbalances. But the important thing is to know that, like, when our chakras are out of balance, it can create larger issues, like physical issues in our bodies. We get discomfort. We eventually can be diseased, and it's through these imbalances. So it's just so important to focus on having a balanced life and healing your chakra system, continuing to work on yourself every single day, even if it's just a little bit, doing all the work, doing the journaling, doing the therapy, doing the shadow work, the whys.
Honestly, almost like doing it when you don't feel like doing it is the most important time to actually do it. Like when you're just like feeling sorry for yourself and feel like you can't do anything, like that's the best time to get insight and clarity, I think, and also like start to feel better.
Totally. And really, it's like it's an opportunity to like connect with your body, to connect with how you're feeling, and being intentional going up the spine through each chakra and asking yourself, like, is my root chakra happy right now? And listening to that intuition. Is it yes? Is it no? What's coming through that voice in your head? And then like asking your body how you can bring it back into balance. And so, we wanted to give you some ideas, which is, why we wanted to do this episode, so that you had some tools that are accessible to you to be able to begin that work on yourself. And I know this can be really overwhelming too. Like, if you can't sit and go through each chakra, because it can take a while, and I recommend using a journal, like starting with one and going up. But if you just like don't have time for that today, like start with one. Like, it's Monday, and
go back to those questions and kind of see like where you answered yes, and then
focusing more on that. Yeah, like there's so many different ways you can make this bite-sized work for yourself.
Yeah, and like maybe if you don't have time every day, like pick a day where you can set aside like 20 to 30 minutes of just like you time to do this.
Definitely.
And if your only time alone without your kids or your whatever is in the car, like do
or
the
in the
work.
bathroom,
Yeah.
or
In the shower, like do the
Mhm.
work in that. Make that your space.
Mhm.
Just create a habit with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to pull a couple chakra insight
Yeah.
cards?
Before we do that, though, real quick, I just wanted to give like a couple reference like tools, I guess. So if you are interested in chakra work and you want to like really get serious about this, first of all, Pinterest is fucking amazing, and you can like find so much information and tools and all sorts of stuff on Pinterest. I highly recommend it for everything. But you can look up, like, search chakras on there and see what comes through, and you can really start to deep dive on the chakras and what they represent and really begin to learn them and how to balance them. So that's like an easy free tool right there on your phone. And then again, we'll post it on our Instagram, but the little like pamphlet-y, I don't even know what to call this. It's called a chakra guide, and it's like it's so in depth. Like there's so many different things that we barely scratch the surface today talking about this, but there's so much fun information. It's something I just keep in my office to be able to use for myself when I'm doing Reiki, or if somebody wants to like kind of learn a little bit more, it's something that they can hold on to and look at right here.
There's also like on Pinterest different yoga poses for
Mm-hmm.
each chakra.
Yeah, there's so many ways to help balance and heal your chakras. Pinterest is fucking great. And then this book, it's not chakra specific, but it's a really great book that our friend Melissa recommended to me, and I really love it, called The Complete Handbook of Quantum Healing, an A to Z self-healing guide for over 100 common ailments. And it's really great because like the first half of the book, it just kind of talks about like how we get illnesses in our body, and it is through these imbalances and these trapped emotions and whatever. So it talks a lot about that, but then it is literally just like A to Z flip guide where you're like, okay, here, I'm just going to flip to one. What do we have? Panic attacks. So you're having panic attacks, and it gives you a description of what panic attack is. And then it talks about like the energy centers, which is the chakras, of where maybe that might be coming from. And then it breaks down different foods to either avoid or incorporate that can help you with panic attacks, emotions, limiting beliefs surrounding that, power animal, flower essences, affirmations, and then like a whole visualization meditation.
What chakra is that with?
For panic attacks, it says root, solar plexus, and heart.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically all.
Yeah. So I think it's a really great book and just something like awesome to have on hand. Like,
what's anxiety say?
Yeah, let's look at that. Oh my gosh, there's like fractured bones.
I need that book.
ADD.
Yeah, I need that book.
Alcoholism, like fever, acne. Okay, anxiety. Where are you at? So, anxiety, the physical description is excessive worry, fear, or dread stimulated by the feeling that external circumstances cannot be controlled or avoided. Anxiety may be brought on by specific events and eventually dissipated, which is a natural stress response. However, when the anxiety becomes more generalized and lasts longer, it can have a detrimental physiological and psychological effect. Energy centers for anxiety is root, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Literally everything except your sacral. Nourishment, diet, remove alcohol, caffeine, sugar.
I literally have an alcohol-induced anxiety today.
Hydrogenated fats from the diet. Number 2, work with a qualified healthcare practitioner to identify food allergies. 3, eat smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day to keep blood sugar stable. 4, engage in mindful, relaxed eating rather than eating on the go. Supplements, an overall high quality multivitamin containing B complex to ensure adequate cofactors to manufacture neurotransmitters and overall healthy metabolism. Vitamin C to help with stress, and minerals like calcium and magnesium for
Literally
healthy
all the
cell
vitamins
stimulation and relaxation.
that I haven't been taking.
That makes sense.
I just forget.
I do too. I've been really bad this month on my vitamins. And then anti-anxiety botanicals like passion flower, hops, hawthorn, and valerian. Limiting beliefs. I am out of control. I want to escape. I dread what is to come. I'm overwhelmed by my life. Affirmations. I am safe. I trust that
Hold on. I am safe.
I trust that whatever happens
I trust that whatever happens
is the only thing that could have happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is the only thing that could have happened.
I feel confident in my ability.
I feel confident in my ability
to manage my environment.
to manage my environment.
I love and trust life.
I love and trust life.
I accept my response.
I accept my response
to life on all levels.
To life on all levels.
Amazing.
Damn.
And then the visualization is pretty
true.
long.
Like whatever's supposed to happen is gonna happen. You can't do
maybe
anything.
We could do one of these like sometime. It's kind of long, but maybe for another episode we can do our opening with a visualization from something in here.
Sweet. I was gonna go to Barnes and Noble after this anyway.
Yeah, this book's great. We'll share it also on our Instagram so you can see. But I just think it's a really great resource for, chakras, like it's hard to wrap your mind around it. Yeah. It's not a tangible thing that you can see and feel. So I figured that was more of if you're kind of one of those people who's like, what? Chakra, what? It has to do with your emotions and your life experiences and, being out of balance because of these situations. So, that's, I think, something more tangible of like, I have this disorder, I have asthma, what could be going on that's being caused that's still helping to balance your body, therefore will balance your chakras too.
I love that. And then, I liked that affirmation. I think just with this whole business coming up, I'm just tripping.
Yeah. It's understandable.
It's all going to be good. It's all going to be fucking
Me too. Amazing. I haven't opened my doors yet.
We're getting used out of this space.
And then the final reference and what we will end on, I have an oracle deck called Chakra Insight Oracle, a transformative 49 card deck. The artwork is interesting on these. But this deck, I do really love to use it in chakra work. Yeah. And the book is really great for the cards. So we figured what's more appropriate than to pull from the chakra deck on our chakra episode. So just take a deep breath in and think about all the knowledge you learned today about chakras.
I learned so much today.
Yeah, I learned some stuff too. There's so much that, I don't know. I just like have this knowing, but not like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yep. What crystal is this?
That is fluorite.
I've been rubbing it all over my body. It's one of my favorites.
I love fluorite.
What are the benefits of it?
It's really good for anxiety, actually.
Oh, that's weird that I've just been rubbing it on my legs and arms.
It comes in lots of different colors, sometimes solid, sometimes multicolored. It's really good for self-confidence too, and helping to like remove obstacles for your future.
Spiritual detoxification abilities and a tendency to transform negative energy into positive energy, boosting mental clarity and promoting peace of mind.
Gorgeous. Perfection.
Boosts the immune system and stimulates regenerative and restructuring of cells and DNA, particularly in the skin
Oh,
and respiratory tract.
heck yeah.
Wow. I just need to tape this to my fucking body.
I love the fluorite.
Okay.
Okay, let's breathe in and connect our connect our energy to the Chakra Insight Oracle. What do we all need to work on
Yes.
after today's episode? What would be helpful for the collective? Breathe in and release. I feel like it's right. Yep, that's the one. Oh, okay. So this is interesting because the cards, it has like a card for each chakra itself. So like the root, sacral, etc. And then within there, there's like 5 or 6 cards that are more specific things to work on within those chakras. And the card I just pulled is the very first card of the entire deck. And it is the base chakra, aka the root chakra. So
okay. We need to get
start
grounded.
from the very beginning.
Not again.
This is a song. You're welcome, and I'm sorry.
No, now you owe her money. You got to sing.
All right, let's read about the base chakra. Okay, so this represents the material world, the physical vitality, survival instincts, security, grounding, stability, action, perseverance, and foundation. The chakra symbol interpretation. From the depths of the earthly fire and the primal energy of life itself emerges mold. Okay, I'm not good at the Sanskrit names of this, so I'm going to fuck this up, and I'm sorry, but I will try. Emerges Muladhara. Muladhara, our first chakra. The root center of our being. 4 linking lotus petals from a perfect circle containing within it a square. The balance symbol of earth. Within the square, an inverted triangle traditionally enclosed with the Kundalini snake, our dormant spiritual potential waiting to be awakened. The base chakra calls us to ignite this potential, to begin our spiritual journey upwards, so this energy may be reunited with the source from which it originated. It is also through the chakra that we draw down and anchor the energies of heaven here in the physical form.
That's what I
Spot
said,
on,
bitches.
baby.
You heard it here first.
Okay, the message of this card. Located at the base of our spine, the base chakra, aka the root, is our primal energy center. The chakra governs our basic survival needs. Also known as the tribal chakra, it carries the qualities of our ancestors, culture, and our innate connection with the earth. It encourages us to build structure and a foundation in our life to provide us with a sense of security, safety, and stability. Within the realms of the first chakra, Mother Earth is our best teacher. It is a time to step both feet out into the soil of life and feel yourself rooted into the earth like a great tree. Breathe and absorb the power of this primal energy into your body. Watch, sense, and feel how nature works and aligns yourself with this wisdom. Remember to be practical and present in life. Tend to your home, your physical needs, and your earthly responsibilities. I love that. Many people on the spiritual path have a tendency to feel drawn towards the more ethereal powers of the higher chakras. But if we are not balanced here in the base chakra, these ethereal experiences are not able to be accessed and utilized in our life in a productive way. Snaps. The potential of growth and transformation of our being can only occur if we can integrate this higher realm's wisdom with our physical life here on earth. The ability to live a spiritual life whilst being fully present here in earthly reality is the essence of this chakra. This card calls for you to channel your inspired thoughts and ideas into practical, grounded action within your life. It encourages you to persevere with action to bring about health, vitality, and the general sense of aliveness and connectedness with the earth. This will strengthen the power of your base chakra, and you will find that with a solid foundation and a sense of health and vitality, your life will flourish, transform, and evolve. It will naturally change and flow like nature and her cycle of the seasons. Affirmations. I am grounded, safe, and secure.
I am grounded, safe, and secure.
I am connected to all of life.
I am connected to all of life.
My physical needs are abundantly met.
My physical needs are abundantly met.
The earth supports me.
The earth supports me.
Beautiful.
Even though assholes treat her like crap.
She's always supporting us. So I hope that card resonates with you and is a great reminder and a good place to start on your chakra journey.
Good luck.
You choose to.
Share with us anything you learned today or anything that resonated with you, and
yes,
just where you're at in that journey.
Yeah, and thank you for listening. And
hopefully it was easy to listen to and not a struggle like we thought.
Yeah, sorry we're on the struggle bus today, but
hopefully we showed up.
We showed up.
We're here.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
I'm feeling better already.
Yeah.
Much happier. Still need a nap at 6
late.
p.m.
Yeah. Might need to just go to bed.
Yeah, that's okay. I will. Yeah, so make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Waking Up the Witch.
And send us all your comments, concerns, suggestions, stories to wakingupthewitch@gmail.com.
And if you have been enjoying this podcast so far, please, please, please go rate us wherever you're listening or on all the listening platforms. And if they give you an opportunity to write a review, I know some places don't let you do that, but if they do, we would love a review.
Share,
it really helps.
Download.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it. Very exciting to be able to do it now. Do it good.
Oh. This is a family podcast, ma'am.
Yeah, we'd be very grateful for that. And if there are other things that you're curious to learn more about, we definitely want to try like once a month to do something like this where we kind of take a little dive into a topic where we can just hang out together and do a little research and learn ourselves and share what we've learned with you. So if there's anything that you're curious about in the witchy spiritual world that you want to know more about,
send us a message.
Yeah. Slide into our DMs or email us and just let us know what you really, really want.
Yeah, let us know what you want.
Daddy.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here. We
gotta go to bed.
We love you.
Drink some water.
Put on lotion. It's getting crusty out here.
Go put your feet on the earth.
Take your vitamins.
I will.
Don't drink too much this holiday season.
Yeah. Make sure you take several days without intoxicating yourself in any way, shape, or form to have a clear mind.
Masturbate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go take care of yourself.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, witches, for listening. Don't forget to give us a follow on all the social media platforms at Waking Up the Witch.
Email us everything, all of it, at wakingupthewitch@gmail.com.
And don't forget to do something nice for yourself.
Take your dog on a walk.
Drink some water.
Call your mom.
Brush your teeth.